I think people in general are unrealistic about dogs. They don't get it. And a lot of times the dog comes to a board and train and the owner thinks that the dog is coming back and that they don't have to work with the dog, meaning the dog's trained so the dog should function with everybody that interacts with it. And everybody that interacts with it differently. So you need to clone yourself into the dog trainer that did the board and train. And I think a lot of people see these service dogs and they think like a real service dog is what I'm talking about, and think that, oh, I could have a service dog with doing a 3-week board and train with an obedience trainer. And that's not really the case, because most service dogs that are public access take, they're about 18 to 24 months of training. Do you see what I'm saying? That's a lot of training for a dog. And even if you had like a hearing alert dog, say you were deaf and the dog didn't need to function outside the house, it just needed to alert you when the doorbell was rang, you're looking at about 6 months of training. So realize that if you send your dog off to get do a board and train, it's giving you the ability to be able to work with the dog. The dog will have the skills, and then you work with the trainer. And that way you work with the dog daily, and the trainer can come back and make sure everything's going right and point out your mistakes. But that's what you get with a board and train, is that the commands are conditioned in properly, right? So it gives you the ability to, if the dog's screwing up, you can say no and repeat the command and get the dog to function. So keep that in mind. If you're going to do a board and train, it doesn't mean that your dog is it's going to function better for you. It's going to function better for you, and that's it. You still need to train the dog. And it doesn't matter if you want to have a service dog or a hunting dog or a house dog. Training is the lifetime of the dog. You should train your dog daily. And if you want a service dog, you really better train your dog daily. And, that's about it. It's a lot of work to have even a house dog.